Oh, Carol Overman is watching from YouTube, and I know Carol very well. Hi, welcome everybody. Okay, so since a few of you gals are brand new, I'm going to go over a few things with you and the format and all. But I do want to share my screen, and I want to make sure that you all know about these few links on my website. So in case you don't know it, I'm going to share my screen and share with you about it. So here's the MahjCon website. And for those of you, I think everybody here so far knows me. So, but I do want to introduce myself for people that watch the replay. My name is Debbie Barnett, and I bring Mahjong events online and in person to the Mahjong community. And I love to share my love of the game, and especially teaching the game and teaching strategies and all is just a bunch of fun for me and so rewarding. So anyway, here's the website, and the website you can peruse if you haven't been here and read about MahjCon. You know, for you girls that are local, this is going to be literally a fun Mahjong event in October. It is for everybody, newer players, intermediate experience, everybody, every level can benefit from MahjCon. So come in and read about it, look at the schedule. We've got some really great speakers, and on the, well, they're really not speakers per se, they're session leaders, because these are all hands-on activities that are going to be going on. And fundraising for Alzheimer's with a silent auction, social play, tournament play, whatever it is that you want to participate in, you get to choose from so much. So ladies, for you that are local, please consider joining us in October, because I would love to have you join us. And there are people coming in from around the country, so you get to share your love of the game with other Mahjong enthusiasts, which is one of the, I think that's what everybody said first when they've come to previous years. They were like, what'd you like the most? It was getting to meet other people that some people knew even from online or from Facebook. In person, right? They know their teams and sometimes, right? Hi, Zach. I have another person here listening from Oklahoma. So welcome, everybody on YouTube and on Zoom. Okay, so the website, two places I want you to know about, and these can be bookmarked on your phone. And the reason this especially Majpedia, which is opened already, but I'm going to go to the main page. You can bookmark this page on your phone. And why it's so important to do is I run the Facebook group called Ask the Mahjong Teacher. If you guys are following it at all, you will know what I'm talking about. If you're not a member of it and you are somebody who does Facebook, please join Ask the Mahjong Teacher. My group is very different than most of the groups out there, where somebody will ask a question and you'll get very quickly, sometimes 50 to 100 answers to the question. And sometimes they'll be bantering back and forth, and somebody's not sure if that's right, or another person will chime in with what they think is right. And it goes on and on and on, literally. And I think to myself, how does a beginner or even somebody experienced know what the actual answer is? How do they funnel through all of these comments that have occurred? So my Ask the Mahjong Teacher Facebook group has a pretty strict rule, and sometimes people are a little resistant to this rule, and they forget that they agreed to the rules when they joined up for the group. But sometimes they forget that I am the only one or my Facebook partner, Tina, are the only ones that answer the questions in the group. That's it. Okay, I'm not going to say that there's never been a time where I've made a mistake on an answer. More than likely, it's because I've misunderstood the answer more than giving a wrong answer. But yes, I make mistakes. I'm human. And if anybody ever found a mistake, the rules are to private message me and let me know what you think is wrong. I'll review it. I go back in and I will edit it. And I'll mention that somebody, mentioned that I had it wrong or whatever. I don't care. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to start arguing or somebody to start putting in this funnel of comments, what they think is wrong or right. And then I have to start answering them in there. And it muddies up the whole thing. I like to keep it clean. So send me a private message if you find something. So what I have found is that because I have run this group, so many people appreciate getting one answer. Like I said, there's those that are on these other groups and, they'll chime in over and over and answer the question, even though it's already been answered. But this is a searchable database and it's very easy to use. It is categorized by about, game setup and basics and rules, guidelines of Charleston and strategy, but you don't have to go down there and go through all of those menus. It's just there to kind of look pretty and have an index of rules. But instead you would go here and you would search something. Now today, the past 2 days on one of those other groups, there was a question that was asked and I already had the answer in here according to a letter that the National Mahjong League wrote to a player. And the question was, what if somebody calls a tile and they put up, let's say they call a 7 crack and they take from their hand and put up 6 cracks instead of 7 cracks, can they put those tiles back in their hands and make that exposure right? Okay. Whether or not they pick up the tile from the table and put it up, they've taken tiles out of their hand and put them up on the rack. Well, this letter to a player in the summer of 2022 had said that that would be considered an erroneous exposure and that player's hand could be or should be declared dead. So when this went on this Facebook group recently, it was, yes, you could, no, you couldn't, yes, you could, no, you couldn't. And I believe it was one of the admins who called the National Mahjong League and didn't mention the letter because she maybe didn't know about that letter from last summer. And somebody at the league told her that, yes, as long as you haven't discarded, you can change those tiles that you put up incorrectly. Well, this is totally different than what I've been told through that letter. And I called myself months ago and verified that letter. And I was confused, which I am more than I'd like to say about some of these Mahjong rules. So I called the league today again. And the woman I spoke to on the phone said to me, and this is almost word for word, okay, tear that letter up. That's wrong. And I was like, okay, are you sure? Like, you guys wrote the letter. Well, I don't know. I don't know when it was. I don't know what it said. I don't know who wrote it. But I'm telling you that the rule now is that you can change your exposure. You could put those tiles back in your hand, take the right ones out, and you can do all that until you've discarded a tile. Okay. Now, if I put in here, I have not updated this, but I will be updating it. Just haven't had time today. If I put in exposure, sometimes less is more when you're searching. I even have this little big thing here, little big, meaning little words or few words, but big letters to remind everybody. Okay, so if I put in just exposure, I'm going to click on changing in exposure. And what I have here is in question and answer format. Can I change my exposure if I put up too few or too many jokers? Somebody asked that arbitrarily. Put that in there. Okay, if a player inadvertently exposes the wrong number of tiles or exposes too many jokers, they can add or take away from the current exposure as long as they have not discarded. After a player's discarded, exposures on the rack cannot be changed. This is pretty much what it says in Mahjong Made Easy. But now that we have new information, this doesn't quite answer the question, what happens if I call a tile and put up the wrong tiles? This rule has always been, and in my eyes is being interpreted, and according to what the league has told us in the form of a letter, this has nothing to do with adding to or taking away from a correct exposure, but this is about, this new additional ruling is about an erroneous exposure, which now it appears can be changed. So these things happen when these new rules get amended or changed. I will change this. I will put in here the sources being a phone call and who I spoke to at the league, because two people have confirmed it over the past 2 days. I do have somebody verifying this in writing. Hopefully we'll get it in writing. I don't like to quote a phone call because I don't even know if in writing works, because that letter was in writing last summer. But any event, Phyllis, were you watching, and anybody on YouTube watching, did you follow that whole thing about the correcting exposure? Anybody?
I read your thing today, your answer to her. I think I read the original. I read so many. I
know it gets a little confusing and convoluted, to say the least. But yeah, so anyway, just to show you this here, I am going to change this up a bit. The wording will include the fact that you can, I'll make a separate paragraph, as per, or maybe I'll make a new article. Actually, I'll make a new article entirely, because this question was, can I change my exposure? Not can I put tiles back in my rack if I have the wrong tiles. So I'll add a new article pertaining to that, and I'll put the sources being who I spoke to at the league until I get something in writing. Just to back up for 1 second, Shirley asked if there's any kind of package attending MahjCon for a husband who wants to attend and just enjoy the meals or any parties without playing. Shirley, contact me, send me an email so we could take this conversation further there. And I'll put the email here so you can directly email me. And I'll just put that in Zoom in the comments, and we'll talk about that. All right, so anyway, this is a great place. Bookmark it on your phone. And if you don't know how to bookmark it, Google how do I bookmark on my Android or iPhone, and man, you'll find it immediately. I'm new to iPhones, so I had a little trouble finding it, and a friend of mine helped me figure out how to do it. I actually have this page bookmarked, not even the main home page. So I have not this one, but I'll show you. I have this page bookmarked, the main page. So if you have any questions about something written, you want to add something, you think something needs to be amended, you want me to write about a particular strategy, hit the contact us button and let me know about it. The other thing is the player database. It's growing and it's a wonderful tool for people around the country to find other people in other areas. This is searchable. I add the people, or my assistant, we add everybody in here. I am going to say one thing, that every week after I do this event, I get people who reach out to be added, but sometimes I don't get the information needed. And if you were to click on this and all you put in is your name and email without the information that I need, which is city, state, and zip code, then it is flagged as you wanting to be added just to the mailing list. That's how it comes in. So I urge you that if you want to get added to this player database, please do this. Why would you want to get added? Well, you're helping others to connect to you if they're visiting your area or they've moved to your area. And it helps you connect to others if you're vacationing somewhere or if you move to a new area, or you just need to find a new group. Okay, it's really growing. So please, if you haven't added yourself, if we haven't added you, I just ask you, please, because I'm all about helping the community grow. And this is just one more way to make connections. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay. I also wanted to mention for anybody watching on YouTube or anybody who watches the replay, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me grow my presence in YouTube as well, and it will help you get notifications when I go live or when I post a new video or the replay of this event, for instance. Click subscribe, click the notification bell, and that way you'll get notified about it. And I thank you for doing that. Okay, that's about it for how much time did I take? Not much. I did pretty good tonight. Okay, so that's it for now. Now, does anybody have any questions about either of these, the Maj PD or the player database, since we're not a huge audience tonight? You can go ahead and unmute, just raise your hand and I'll call on you if you have any questions. If not, we'll just continue on. I think we're good. Okay, cool. All right. So the format for these live streams, for those that are new tonight, is that I go to I Love Maj, and we play on here with experienced bots. I want to update anybody who was watching last week that saw the expert level bot discard a soap with only a few tiles left, giving Mahjong to another player. This was a highly unusual happening, and so I reached out to the owners of I Love Maj, the creators, I should say, Julie and Philippe, who also will be coming to MahjCon and running one of the workshops. So excited that they're going to be there this year. And what they both said was that they also thought it was unusual, because they always watch back my live stream. They also thought it was unusual, and that they're going to investigate all the moves of that particular game, which they could do on the back end, and they will get back to me with why that happened. Maybe it was a glitch, maybe, who knows, but we'll know once they I got someone coming in right now. So anyway, yeah, so we'll find out. I'm anxious to know because it was really weird. It was something that a beginner level bot would do. So when I'm talking about levels of bots,
Yeah, that's what I said at the time.
exactly, Phyllis, exactly. So when we go to, if you have not experienced I Love Maj, if you don't play online yet, or even if you play online somewhere else and you want to try this site out, you can try it for 3 weeks with my code, my affiliate code DB. It's a wonderful site. It really is. I mean, all of these online sites are fabulous. I just give them credit for having created amazing things. I happen to use I Love Maj. It happens to be my personal favorite for a number of reasons. They have the, whoops, in the game launch pad, which is under play, they not only have it where you could play different level intelligence built into the bots, but you could also create your own personal table. Some of these I know you could do on the other sites as well, but it's their exercise rooms that I find superior to some of the others. And this is a wonderful place to spend. Hi, Julie, welcome. This is a wonderful place to come in and practice your Charleston skills. It allows you to replay the same tiles or start over with new tiles. The what is your hand is looking at other people's exposures and trying to figure out what they're playing. The make a hand is going to be your best friend, one of your best friends, when the new card comes out, because what this does is goes through the entire card from the left side all the way through, and it'll go through every line on the card. And as I say every week, I might sound like a broken record to some, but for me, I learn by doing over and over like this. And when I was in school and I was studying, I would write all the questions and write all the answers down. And then the next day when I was studying, I would do the same thing to see how much more I retained, but I kept doing it that way. That's how I learned. I wasn't one of these students that could just read and memorize. But anyway, this is fabulous. So it's just a quick, easy thing. Follow the what it shows and put up here your tiles. And it doesn't have to be in the order that it is if you don't want to. As long as you, well, let's make a mistake here and see what happens. So you do that, and then you do this, and it says, sorry, invalid hands. I got another lady coming in now. So then you try again, and you could just click out the wrong tile and click in, double click in the right tile. And then it'll say, congratulations. This is going to be a fabulous exercise for the new card. I use this because I have to learn the card quickly, just by virtue of what I do every day. So I make sure I get on this right away and work in it. So again, affiliate code DB gives you 3 weeks to try it out. It's a wonderful, wonderful site. Okay, so enough said with that. We're going to go and play against the bots. And come on, mouse, don't get funky on me. You could choose your level of bots here. You can also choose it on the next screen. I'm going to play advanced. It doesn't matter for the purpose of this game because I can go as slow as I want, which is the beauty of tonight, is getting to talk through what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, and sometimes I get help from you guys, so feel free to write something in chat, and I'll keep an eye on the Zoom chat and the YouTube chat, and Phyllis will keep, and I know that on YouTube, my regulars will keep an eye out and wake me up if I miss a question, and Phyllis is my trusty assistant. She got hired for this job and never even knew that she was going to get this high-paying job. Well,
I'm waiting for my paycheck.
Yeah, she's been waiting a long time, and I don't hold your breath, Phyllis. So I want you with us for a long time.
Just like all my other volunteer work that I
Yeah. But look, you have so much fun doing this, right? Okay,
I
so
sure do.
I'm saying no to open to live games, and the reason is because I don't want someone to come in and then be like, oh my God, is she ever gonna take her move? And she's not gonna want to be waiting for me. She's not even gonna know what I'm doing on Zoom, and she's gonna be thinking, what is this girl doing, taking forever to make a move? I mean, I don't do that all the time, but when I'm explaining stuff, especially during the Charleston, it goes slower than during the game. So we'll say no. And here's where you could change it up again if you want to change the level. The intelligence, works similarly, not exactly, but you could only do so much with bots. But for the most part, a beginner level bot is going to do things that a beginner might do that an advanced player might not do. So my thought is, why not challenge yourself to play a more advanced level? A beginner level bot is going to give you more chances to win. So if you want to win more, start with that. But then I encourage you to challenge yourself, but move up the ladder. I can tell you from the past, Phyllis can attest to this, that these are not easy competitors. I don't win very often, and I haven't had a lot of jokers over the week. So when I do win, it's probably because I had one or two jokers. But nonetheless, we do, and it's not always about winning. It's about making the right decisions and how your hand ends up. And if you're if you're one or two away and somebody else mahjongs first, give yourself a round of applause and know that you did very, very well, because that's what you want to have happen. All right, let's start. Let's have fun. I can't wait until this says 2023. Almost. They're going to mail them out the end of this week is what the buzz is.
Well, I read they mailed them today.
Oh, they did?
If you did it through a big group, a charity group, or
okay. Yeah. Somebody said they called in that they were all going out the end of the week.
No. Well,
okay. Well, I'm happy. Well, either way, let's get them going.
Charleston.
Okay, so look at all my jokers. I'm not complaining by any means. I'm not complaining. Okay, but let's talk about how we do this whole thing here. So, oh gee, I don't even have my card. I might have to go and run and get my cards. Unless I do this by rote, but okay. I know the card pretty well, but I do feel secure having it with me. So what I normally do is I work off of my pairs or pungs, sometimes even a Kong if you're real lucky. But I work off of that to start because that to me is a strength in the hand to start. Now, there's not a guarantee that if you have pairs that don't work together that you're going to end up keeping all of those pairs, and sometimes they do get broken up for sure, 100%. But nonetheless, that's where we're going to start. And I kind of build off of it. I don't leave my tiles all around here and try to figure it out. I put all the tiles that I want to keep together. Last week, someone said that they were taught to do just evens or odds. It's not a, there are people that do that. It's not wrong to do that, but you end up limiting a little bit of your possibilities for other parts of the card because you concentrate more on 2, 4, 6, 8 or 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, which is where you'll focus if you do that. So my methodology is slightly different than having you just concentrate on that. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep the 7 because my eye goes to that 7 for like numbers, number 1. And then I do see a lot of 5, 7, 9 in here. I see a lot of 9s for that part of the card. So that could happen or come to be as well. And I could keep the 8 because of consecutive run. Oh my goodness, my mouse sometimes doesn't want to move. I could keep that because of same suit runs, 7, 8, 9. It could be maybe a mixed suit run that happens with 3 suits instead of 1 suit. But there are potentials here in these tiles right now, right away. I also, see and recognize that we've got a 3 and 6, which is 3, 6, 9. If I go there, the 7s are not going to be coming into play for 3, 6, 9. Do I have the ability to keep it just to see what might happen with that? If I have 3 tiles to pass, yeah, I would do that, because you never know. I may get more 3s and 6s, and now I have 3 9s, and maybe things will just change altogether, which is what happens in the Charleston. The Charleston is about reassessing after every single move, completely reassessing. If nothing changes, then you don't have to do anything. But it changes very quickly, right, Phyllis?
Sure.
Sure. So as of right now, I would be comfortable I won't keep the north because I don't have more. If I get like 2 or 3 in the beginning and the tiles kind of speak to me for that section for the Winds and Dragons, I may keep it. But in this particular case, I'm just going to hang on to the 3 and the 6 just to see what happens and to see whether these 7s are still going to be a part of the game. So let's do this and see what comes in.
Yeah, I would definitely keep the white with the 7, 8, 9.
Oh, yeah. I should mention that I don't pass soap because they have a dual role, but we also have, yes, Linda, that's correct, 7, 8, 9.
That was the first hand I saw.
Yeah. Well, that's a nice hand too. Absolutely. So we're going to keep that there as well. So we've got lots of good options here. Okay, so I get 1 north and I gave away, but now the question becomes, do I keep the 5 that goes with the 5, 7, 9s? Do I keep it like this as an option for the mixed suit 5, 7, 9? That's a possibility. Can't keep everything here. I'm going to get rid of the north for sure. And let's see, Phyllis, any ideas other than to maybe just get rid of this and the 3 or 6?
Right, the 3 or the 6.
Yeah. So I'll do that.
So
because we have a lot of good stuff going on here, and yeah.
how about 5, 6, jam, 7, 8 dot?
Okay, let's look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's another good choice. So that would mean then we'll get rid of the 3 dot. So
Right.
to see how many hands you could see, and one of the most important things to remember about this game, the more you build your skills, the more hands you're going to see, but not everybody's going to see every hand or their tiles the same.
Exactly.
But that's why I hired Phyllis, the highest paying job that there is in the Mahjong world, to point these things out. So in this case, I can get rid of the 3. So look at what we have going on right now, right? We have potential, discard the flower because I hold the flower, or disregard it, I should say. I hold flowers. I don't pass flowers in the Charleston. Please try not to do that if you can. They're like gold, really. They're gifts. They're gifts. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 2-suit run, which is, I believe, the 5th hand down. I'm going to have to grab my card, or maybe hubby can bring it in to me. I left it in where I play Mahjong because I actually play once in a while, like in a real world with friends. Can you bring my card, please?
Yeah, it's the 5th hand down.
Okay, good. 5th hand down. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. We've also got flowers 7, 8, 9, as Phyllis pointed out with that soap. That hand, needs a pair of 8s, but I wouldn't worry too much about that at this point because we're still early in the game. We also have the runs 7, 8, 9, same suit. We've got a bunch of mixed suit options. Excuse me. Nonetheless, I'm going to pass that, and we're going to see what comes in and to reassess to see what changes. Oh, look at that. We got an 8 dot. That's really pretty. Okay. So now we we could hold the 5 for the 5 through 9 run, just in case. Why not? Doesn't hurt. We'll get rid of the south. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Okay, cool. All right, now I got it. Now I don't have to remember every hand, although I think I know them all. Okay, so we can hold that for a little bit. And now I want to think about what other things would I want to hold as another option. Well, definitely flower 7, 8, 9 for sure. If for some reason that comes in stronger than the flower 7, 8, 9 with the dragon. And let me just tell you the hands, okay, in case you guys are newer players. But the second from the bottom, consecutive run, flowers 7, 8, 9 with the matching dragon. The same suit run, third line down, consecutive run on the left side. And we have a little combination of the mixed suit, but not as strong. But nonetheless, I would still keep 5 and 6 for 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the pung, pung, kong, kong configuration, which shows up, except for the quints and singles and pairs. We have pung, pung, kong, kongs in every one of the sections. And they're nice hands because you only need 3 for a pung. Easier to make than kongs. There's no singles, there's no pairs, and they're always go-to easy hands. So we'll keep 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the mixed suit 5th hand down on the right side, as another option. So now that leaves me with 9, 7, and 9. And I think I'm happy with keeping all of this and figuring out what I want to pass here, which I'll do this and this. And it is a pretty pass, but as I say every week, do the best that you can with your passes. You don't have to give something up to make a better pass, because after all, you want to win. But you always try to give the best pass you can by mixing up the suits or maybe even the categories on the card. But in this case, I'm doing this. So let's see what happens. So we've got several things here we're keeping track of. And I just got in 3 tiles that I'm not even interested in. So I don't have to do much reassessing right now, other than the fact that I might break that up and put the 9 crack in my next hand, because this really is a beautiful hand.
Right.
Okay, so if I can do that and be a little more defensive, I'll do it. So am I going to continue the Charleston? 100% yes, you bet I am.
Charleston.
If I have 3 tiles to pass, I continue on. I have 3 more passes plus the optional, a potential of 12 tiles to look at. I don't want to stop it for just to stop it because, you know, confused or too much going on, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I'm going to do this, this, and this. All right, we don't know what anybody's playing. We just do the best we can. All right, so I got a 5. So for 5 through 9, we are missing 6s, the top hand under consecutive run. We're missing those for sure, but we don't have to decide what we're going to do right now because we have 3 tiles that we could pass. And there they go. Get my chat out here too. Oh, there we go. All right, so look what we got. We got a west and a north. I was wondering what was going on with those winds because we had the 2 norths and a south that I know of that's out there. Now we see a north back and a west back. Maybe, maybe not. Someone's collecting them. I don't know. Nonetheless, I am going to take the chance because I want to see what I get in. I love it when I get a new tile in at the end. That helps me make a decision. And I got a 7 dot in. So now we have 7, 8, 9 as a possibility with the flower. Let's look. We still have the flowers 7, 8, 9. So what's that?
We invested in that play. So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I just muted. Hi, Hannah. I just muted you. Just welcome. All right. So now we can pass 1, 2, or 3 tiles. Okay. Now here's a little strategy for you. What not to do. The 5 and 6 were in my hand the entire Charleston. You don't want to add a 5 or 6 bam to the mix now or even at the last right because it's a brand new tile. I told you a minute ago, I love it when I get new tiles. Oh yeah, and 5, 7, 9 dragons. Yes, 5, oh, golly, we have that too, Linda. Yes, 5, 7, 9, and the dragons as well. Let's not forget that. Wow. Oh my God, 5, 7, 9 dragons is 3rd from the bottom on the right hand side of the line under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, we got that too.
Yeah, well, you got
Excellent, excellent. So
Yeah.
in this case, I would do 2.
Right.
2 tiles. I will not shoot out the 5 bam or 6 bam at this stage of the game and give 2 brand new tiles or even 1 to somebody. Okay, so I didn't get anything that I really care about. And what I like to do is always prioritize my discards. So in this particular case, the 6 and the 1, the one I saw before when we got the 1, 1, 2, I forgot what suits, but we got the 1. But nonetheless, the 5 and the 6 have never been seen by any, bless you. They have not gone out around. And so I am going to prioritize by making those my first tiles to get out when it's my turn. So I'm going to start with 6 bam. You always want to get the freshest, newest tiles out first. And we want to save tiles that
Hello.
that might be safe. And when they come up, we'll talk about that.
6 bam, 7 crack.
All right, I'm not sure who's, all right, I just muted somebody. I heard noise in the background. Okay, so 5, 7, 9 dragons. Yes, that's a beautiful one too. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and
1
start
bam,
the game and see what happens. Okay, so this is where you have to think to yourself, I have no jokers, I can't call the soap. There goes 1. We'll keep track of that, how many will be remaining and what we have. Of course, you never know. I may get a ton of jokers and I could use all jokers from parts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get out the 5 bam.
5 bam, call, 1 crack.
And there is there's your, okay, I love it when the strategy is backed up by the reason for that strategy. And here is your example. Had I passed that 5 bam in my optional across, guess who would have had it? Annie. Annie's the one who called it. So there is the exact reason why you don't pass brand new tiles that you've had in your hand the entire Charleston that you decided you no longer need. There it is, because Annie needed it. Had I passed it to Annie, she could have, if she had the joker in her hand already, she would have had a pure Kong of 5s in her hand. I mean, we don't know. She could have picked it. There's only been a few picks out, right? We're only on the 2nd round. So chances are I could have given it to her and she could have used that joker for something else, making her hand that much better. That's the reason. I hope you guys get that because it's pretty important. So the 1 crack went out, could have been what was in. Here's the 2nd soap. We could just cry, but no, that we won't do that. All right, so now what we're going to do is just we're going to throw out tiles that are not on the table, not any particular order, again, unless you know that there's something brand new that you've not seen before, then we could do that. If not,
4 dot,
we'll just get out new tiles.
6 bam,
There's that 6 bam again.
3 bam,
And there's
4
a 4
crack,
crack. I'm just
2
gonna,
crack,
and there's a 5 bam up for swap. So I don't want to miss that if I get that opportunity.
6 crack,
And there goes a 2 crack, and I've got 1 in my hand, and I've got a 6 crack in my hand.
3 crack,
So, okay, so that's nice. We want that. Okay, so right now we've got 7, 8, 9 looking pretty. Oh, I got people coming in late here. We've got 7, 8, 9 looking pretty. Probably the 5 through 9 is not going to be. Oh, I just muted somebody. Okay, is not going to be the 5 through 9. I mean, 5 through 9 consecutive run top line is not going to come into play unless some miracle happens and I get 6s and more 9s and jokers and things could change. But you don't have to make a decision yet because I have things to discard. So there's a 2 crack on the table, there's a 1 crack on the table, and there's a 6 crack on the table. So all 3 of these are even Steven and as far as prioritizing which one goes out.
2 crack,
I'll get the 2
1
out.
bam, flower, 4 crack,
And there's that 6 bam again. This will be the 3rd 6 bam. So I'll repeat the 1 and 6 before I'll do the 6 bam right now.
1 crack, flower, 5 crack, 4 bam,
Another, oh, that's a 4 bam. Okay. Now there's a green and I don't need that, so I'm gonna get that out right away.
Green. 7 crack. 1 dot. 6 dot.
There's a 6 dot, so there goes one of those 5 through 9s. Oh, wow, another 4 bam. Okay, so I'll do the 4 bam.
4 bam.
So that's
8
2 of
crack.
everything, and we'll keep just prioritizing based on how many are out there.
Red. 6 dot.
There's another 6 dot, and here's another red.
Red. East. 1 crack. 8 bam.
Well, it is quite apparent what nobody is playing. It's amazing, like the doubles and triples of everything already out there. All right, so there we go with an 8 dot, and now we can get rid of our 6 crack. The 5s, I had the 5 early on. I got the 5 picking, which is a good sign possibly for holding that for a little bit and hoping that if I discard 1, somebody may call it and put up the 5s with a joker. And I could then do a joker swap with it, a little bit of joker bait, if you've never heard of it. So I'm going to just hold on to those 5 dots for a little
6
bit.
crack. 8 bam.
And I'm not set up too bad for 7, 8, 9. I mean, I need 2 more good picks, like 1 joker, 1 9 dot. I'll take it. And then we've got a nice hand going on here.
7 bam. 2 dot.
Notice there's no norths and souths, so someone's.
No north and south out. Good point, Phyllis. So when I was thinking that I didn't know what was going on, it wasn't a certainty at that point. You're absolutely right. Okay, so Annie is either playing, well, 2, 3, 4, 5 is really all she could be playing. 2, 3, pung, pung, con, con, that nice, easy hand that we love. That would be the 5th hand down on the right side of the card.
5 dot.
Oh, look at that. Now let's see, maybe somebody will call it and put up 2 jokers. Okay, nope. Oh, okay, well, we'll hold that flower because then we'll have to make a decision. But if we go to the 7, 5, 7, 9 with the matching dragon, we don't need flowers. That's not looking too promising in that regard. If we do flowers 7, 8, 9 with the soaps, we don't need one of the 8s and one of the 7s. So we'll see what happens. Whatever comes in next toward one of these hands is going to be kind of a real deciding factor for us.
9 crack.
But I think the flowers
2
7,
bam.
8, 9 so far is the
West.
strong one.
West. 8 dot.
Okay. All right, guys, what do you think? I think it should be called.
Call it.
Rule of 4 is what I call it. You got 3 already. You don't need a joker. Everything else is pretty well set except for those 9s.
Right.
I'm going to call it. And now we will have made a decision.
Call.
All right. Now I need to get out my priority tile. And that tile is going to be, guess what?
White, yeah,
Yes, the white. The
2
white.
out
Well, there's 2 out already.
at the very beginning.
There's 2 out at the beginning, but that never will stop somebody from possibly playing one of the hands that requires the single grouping. So you never ever know. So I'd still say that that would be my priority number
Yeah.
1.
I
Okay.
mean, I play that same
4
way.
crack.
And then as far as the flower goes, we need to get that pretty soon too. There's only 2 flowers out. I like to hold them for a while also in case somebody calls
Joker.
and puts
swap.
up a joker.
down.
Oh, there they go, taking my joker. Don't whine,
1
Debbie,
down.
please. Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that. Wow, that's amazing. All right, let's see. Well, we know that Annie's not playing with like numbers or with fives, but somebody is going to call this flower. Chances are, but I'm going to go ahead and get it out now.
Flower. Green.
No,
9 crack.
amazing. I need
One
one
bam.
more good pick. Oh,
There it is.
5 dots.
now can I beat
Nine bam.
somebody to the punch?
Red. Green.
Oh my goodness.
Well, Phyllis, there were two. So if they're playing with 4, a Kong, hopefully it would just
Wow.
be a call with a joker.
Yeah, they can't
Okay,
be playing.
everybody, what?
They can't be playing with 3 because there's no hand with 3.
No, I meant to call with, if
Yeah.
they have it, they'll put it up with a joker
Yeah,
or a Kong.
right.
Yeah, yeah. So, ready? What we do is we just say 1, 2, 3, hold your breath.
Right.
No. Call. Flower.
That's what I was hoping would happen and it not be like anything else, but that's good. Okay, so ignore.
6 bam. West.
Okay, we could get that out.
So. Red. 6 crack. West. 9 crack. 3 dot.
Now, actually, I should get the 5 dot out because there's only 1 out, even though nobody called it, I should still get it out. You know, if he were playing like 5, there's 2 6 dots, 5, 6, 7. I need
Right.
to get that out. Okay, so we'll do ignore.
South.
Oh, God.
Mahjong.
Oh,
7, 8, 9 with the BAMs.
Same.
Okay, so we did good together. Good decision making, everybody. And this is, you know, there's no reason when you have this situation to ever think, oh, but I don't Mahjong. If you're lots of tiles away, then maybe you got to reconsider your decision making. But in this case, I think it worked out very nicely. Okay, let's start again and welcome everybody who came in a little later. We have a nice group on Zoom and a nice group on YouTube. Thank you for spending Wednesday nights with me.
First Charleston.
Oh my God, I'm shocked. What are these
Yeah.
things right here?
2 jokers.
They're jokers. Woohoo! Okay, so let's do the same thing all over again. Let's start with our pair and see what we would add to that pair to hold. Well, let's hold the other one for like numbers. And then I'll build off of that with any low end numbers that fit into the run. And Carol said she found my email. Good, I'm so happy. Was it in spam? I'm wondering. And the question becomes, do I want to maybe hold the north and west? Do I want to think about quints? If I want to think about the quints, the first hand under quints, maybe I would hold it. You never know, could be one of the other hands under quints too. So I'll hold it. It doesn't hurt to hold it for just 1 or 2 passes and see what comes to me. But I'm going to go ahead, unless you guys think there's a reason I should hold the 5, 8, or 9. Speak now or forever hold your Mahjong opinions. This is what I would do. It's a pretty pass if they're playing 5 through 9 cracks or some form of cracks, but I want to keep all this right now. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay. All right. Phyllis didn't say no, don't do it. All right, so now we have 5, 5, and 7. Again, it's not really going where I want it to go at all. So I'm just going to stick with my story for right now. That's a beautiful pass as well. And see if we get anything in. We have a 4. So that's kind of in that whole thing. 1, if we were to imagine 2 cracks, 1, 2, crack, 3, 4. Bams, that could be the pung pung kong kong there. And now it could also, well, I don't know if the north and west are going to be helping me at all. So I'm going to keep all of this, and I'm going to get rid of this, and the west. Some people had mentioned that, like, if I said, would you get rid of the west or the north, that they had an opinion over one over the other. If you were thinking of the hands with the singles or pairs. I mean, I think they're both pretty needed. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the west is hotter than the north. I don't know. I'll pass the north. All right. Well, we got to reassess this, don't we? Oh my God. Okay, let's take a look at what we have. There's just a lot going on here right now. So let's move this guy out of the way for a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gives us that like suit, 5th hand down on the left side. Then we have 1, 2, and we don't have the 3rd suit.
Well, you could do a consecutive run, but you need 6 flowers. What?
You could do 1s and 2s with flowers,
Right.
right? Yeah. Yeah, we could do that too. Nonetheless, what are we going to get rid of? Because we got to continue. Okay.
Second Charleston.
Phyllis, my trusty assistant.
Yeah.
Anybody on YouTube want to chime in on the 3 tiles that I should take here? I'm almost going to say the 1 west and south.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
And so I don't have any more,
Take a
comment.
chance.
so it's going out. Goodbye. Oh, I'm assuming either there's one very smart person collecting the wins and waiting to get them all, or nobody's collecting them at all. So we'll see. Ooh, look at that. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 is looking even better.
Right.
We're on the second right, so we can do a blind pass if we want. So I don't have to make a decision, but this one is looking very nice as well. Or 2, 3, 4, like number run with the flowers, is also pretty. So I won't pass any more than 2 because it's the same exact thing as last time. The ones did I have the one? Yes, the ones were my original pair. So I wouldn't pass out a new tile right now. So I'm going to do 2 with a blind pass.
Courtesy pass.
And I just got in my, no, I was hoping it would have been a 3 dot for the mixed suit run 1, 2, 3 as well, but I didn't. And so I'm not going to keep that, although, no, I'm not going to go there. I was thinking 1, 3 crack, 3 bam, 5 bam. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna do 2. And let's see if we get a new tile.
6 crack.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing that happens when you get a new tile. I don't know what Annie is thinking. I don't even know if that intelligence is built in, but I want to make a note because I want to look after and see what she was doing when she mahjongs, if she mahjongs or not, to see whether she really had to do. She didn't have to do that. She could have done a blind pass. But Annie was the same one. Wasn't Annie the one who gave the soap? Yes. Annie threw a new tile. Now, here's the thing. Maybe it wasn't new to her. Maybe she saw it or passed it and got it in. So I want to look and see if we can kind of assess at the end of the game. A new tile for BM optional. Okay. So I just want to keep track of that.
3 crack.
So we've got, what do we have going on here? We have flower, 2, 3, and 4. Possibly. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all runs we're talking about. More than likely, the 1 crack is not going to come into play at this point. If we had greens, that would work. Now, we don't have flowers, so I wouldn't even be calling this green, which could be a thought, calling it with 2 jokers, which would not be very smart to give 2 joker exchanges available early on like this in the game, with me not having enough flowers, giving up all my jokers. So that would not even be something that would even be a thought in my brain. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in mixed suits, which means I could call the 1 crack, 3 BM, and 4 BM. That's actually the front runner right now.
Right.
Wow. All right. Nonetheless, I don't have to make a decision yet
7
because
crack.
I got to discard.
5 crack. 6 crack. 8 bam. 1 crack.
Okay. So now I have to make a decision. Again, I can call the 1 crack. I only need 1 pick, 1 more good pick for the 2 crack to be able to call it. The 3 BM I can call with a joker. The 4 BM I can call with the joker. And I say, do it. It's early on. It is revealing, but it's, let's see, what could it be other than 1, 2, 3, 4? It could be,
Have
it could be the second
numbers?
any like numbers. It could be any like numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else? I don't think anything else.
1, 3, 3,
Oh,
5.
exactly. 1, 3. Thank you. So yes, it's revealing, but I'm really in a nice position. What do you think?
Yeah, I would.
Now, Phyllis, here's another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same suit is also equally as strong.
Right.
So
But the 1 crack is out there waiting for you to call. So
exactly. The 1 crack is ready to call. So I'm going to call it.
Call.
All right. And we will go ahead and get rid of the 1 BAM.
1 bam. 1 dot.
Okay. No.
Oh, I hate when this does that. Okay. So ignore.
Green.
Yes, I think my
2
wife.
crack.
Okay, I gotta. Mute
yeah.
here. All right, so there's
Call
the
it.
two, what? What'd you say?
I would say, I would call it.
Okay. Now there's two ways to look at this. We're gonna get Phyllis's opinion on what I say right now, because she's my expert assistant and trusty employee. And anybody else on YouTube, because I've got some very experienced players there too. If I call the two crack right now, it will reveal my hand completely early in the game. If I call the two crack, I still need to get one good pick, same thing. So I'm in the same situation, whether I call it or I don't call it. But do I wait and hold on
Hmm.
to keep my hand a little bit, keep a little
I know, because it's really, really early.
really, really early? So Phyllis, from another expert, from one expert to another expert, what would you do? Well, Carol, it would only be one joker because I need a pung and I have a 2 in my hand. So that would be one joker. But anyway, do I call it this early, give more clue to my hand, or not? I mean, if a 3BM or 4BM goes out, I'm going to probably call it because I need 4 of those and I don't want to let one go, right? With the pung, I know that there is another 2 out there. It's a toss up is right. But my gut feeling would be to wait.
Yeah, mine,
Mine would be to wait so that I don't reveal my hand this early on. We're so early. We have 88 tiles left.
yeah,
So as much, what do
I
you say,
agree.
Phyllis?
I agree.
Okay, and I've got several people on YouTube also chiming in. So I've got the yay vote here for that. So ignore. Oh, look at what came in. The 1BM, which I'm not using. Goodbye.
9 bam, 3 crack,
Okay.
west, red,
Oh, that's 7 crack.
7
Up
crack,
there already.
5 dot, 1 crack,
Okay.
4 dot,
That's a fresh one, and we want to
7
get
dots,
those out
9
that
bam,
aren't seen.
2 crack,
Okay,
Right.
there's number 2.
All right.
All right. Now there's only one joker left to swap if I put it up. It's still early, but I kind of feel like I might have to call it now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right. So we waited, was hoping the 2 crack wouldn't come out so early, but I'm going to call it.
call,
Okay. So I will get out my 2BM.
2 bam, flower, green,
I was hoping someone would have called that.
5 dot,
All right, let's see. There's 1 9BM out. I just got out at 2BM.
9 bam, 6 dot, 4 bam,
All right, I guess everybody knows what we're doing anyway. So now we got to really pray once I put this up that I get, nobody's playing 3BMs and I get either a joker or a 3BM.
2 bam, 3 bam,
Hey,
Now that's a smart move. I would have done the same exact
right.
thing at this early in the game.
Right.
Even though if I was playing with my friends, I would have paid for all the table. But that's what you'd want to do. So for those of you that might have been thinking, I wouldn't have thrown the 3BM. If you had that situation come up, you want to ask yourself this very question. Do I want to win the game? Or do I want to break up my hand? If you want to break up your hand, you might as well not throw the 3-bam or anybody else's tiles that you think they need. And then you just play defensively. But if you want to win the game, you got to get those tiles out. And this person, Amistad, did the right thing by doing that. So, because I can't call it. So he really did the right thing.
Flower. Red. 8 bam. Flower.
I don't want to have another 3-bam go out, so I have to get 2 jokers. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Flower. 8 bam. 5 crack. 2 dot.
Now we have to hope that
5 crack. Joker swap.
now,
Flower.
because it's early in the game, we're not in the end game, which is 38 tiles or less. I'm not going to be looking and studying the board. I mean, I'm going to look because I want to know what's going out in case somebody exposes. I want to be able to figure out what's going on. But I'm not going to worry every single time right now because I want to win. And we got lots of time left for me to do that. So this is how you speed your game up, by not having to think every single time you throw at this point when you're set to Mahjong.
5 crack. 7 crack. 7 dot. 9 dot. 2 dot. 9 bam. 5 dot. Joker swap. Mahjong.
Oh,
Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, pun, pun, kwang, kwang. Now, what did I want to check? I wanted to check
Yes.
about Annie throwing that 4-bam at the end, passing the 4-bam at the
Yes, they,
end, which was,
she didn't even have a good hand.
I know. Exactly. All right, well, I'll bring this up with the admins. It might be something, you know, that they could build into the intelligence. Kind of, I can't even imagine how they do that. It's hard enough, you know, trying to get these bots to do what you need them to do, but wow. All right, so Kurt didn't have anything great going on, but he was the one who was holding on to some of those wins. And Annie had some wins that she was holding. Oh, ugly hand, 7, 8, 9 mixed suit, but she had those wins that she was holding on to. God, really? So, am I disappointed that I didn't win? A little bit, you know, Yuri's going to feel that way, but I'm going to congratulate the winner. Good job. Good job, Amistad.
With 5 jokers.
Right, with 5 jokers. But
So-
I'm not going to say, oh, look who had all the jokers. You know, we hear all that, don't we, Phyllis? But honestly, good jokers. And look at how close we got with 1 joker. Actually, we had 2 and he took the joker.
Yeah, in your pickup.
He took the joker, yeah, to get Mahjong. All right. Let's say, but they don't know what other suit you are playing. Yeah, somebody said they don't know what other suit you are playing. No, they don't know what other suit, but that's true for the run. But still, you could guess. It's not a big choice of what's going on. It was pretty revealing by the time I put the 1s and 2s up. All right, let's go.
Charleston.
Let's go again. Oh, I got 1 joker. Woohoo! I have only 1 pair of soaps. All right, well, I've got 2 mini baby runs here with 2 numbers. So I don't have any 2s, or I may consider the 2022 section. What else? Do we have any like numbers? We have 5s. The hand I was just thinking of was last year or the year before. Okay. Anything else that I should keep here?
I don't see. I didn't.
Phyllis doesn't like it. She's laughing at it.
Oh,
She's like, this is pretty ugly.
yeah.
I mean, I kept the dots because of the soaps. Maybe a run, something will happen. I don't know. It's, I could keep 3 crack for 3, 4, 5, 3 crack, 4.5 bam, but then I've got those soaps, so that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, the closed 10, 1, 3, or the bottom closed 10, 1, 3, 5, 5, 7, 9. But I mean,
Yeah,
far,
then again, the
far
soaps are go, yeah, then
yeah,
again, the soaps go bye-bye, right?
I know.
I mean, 5, 7, 9 with dots could happen
Right.
if we get them in dots. Like numbers with 8s as well. I vote on this, and I don't know. Hate to give 2 wins, but I'm gonna do it. I want to keep everything else here. So, oh, maybe not. Maybe I could do the 3. Why do I need the 3? I don't really need it, but that's a nice pass too. 1, 1, 3, but maybe it would be smarter, even though they're both nice. I don't know. Let's see. I need some hint. I need some help, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Lucia left. So thank you for coming. Or had to leave. Okay. Pass. We've got a red, which I might keep as well for like numbers. Now I've got 2 4s, 2 5s, and 2 8s. If I was considering something with those. Let's see. 4s. Each one of them, I was thinking of the bottom hand, but anyway. We can't keep everything. Can't keep everything. So what shall we get rid of? What about 4 5 4 5?
Yeah, with the reds.
With the reds.
Looking at.
Yeah, right. That's a possibility. Then those soaps go. But then we could do this, this, and this. All right. Oh, God. Maybe I should have kept all the wins for the bottom concealed Winds and Dragons hand. I don't know if I could recover them all at this point. I don't know how many were out, but if we wanted to try to recover them, let's see, we would do this, this, and I'll do this. This could be crazy, but I'm going to see. I want to see what I get back. No, I don't want to stop it. Son of a gun.
Second Charleston.
All right. So this is how my brain works. I mean, I know it's crazy, but I mean, it's really not a great hand to begin with. So I might as well, I don't know, maybe I'll get back. Let's see. I know this is crazy. This is really crazy that I'm doing this, but look, I didn't get back any wins.
Oh, well, you got a 4 dot.
I got a 4 dot.
But you got
4 and 5. Second across, I have to pass 3. So would I still hold on to see if I got more of these or dump them? Or dump them. Boy, this hand needs a lot of help. Any combination of that What do you think, Phyllis?
Eh,
I don't know if I'm gonna get more of these, but wouldn't it be cool if I got in like 3 and then more on the last right and on the optional?
This is a must cross.
What?
I was looking to see which pass this was. It was,
Across.
uh,
So should I dump the wins? I gotta dump the wins. 4, 5, 4, 5 red. Yep, that's definitely an option. But we got rid of the red. No, wait a minute.
you got rid of the 5.
We got rid of the 5, yeah. Well, not that strong. All right, we'll dump the wins. See what happens. Oh my God. This is ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly.
Courtesy pass.
All right. Now I've got a 6 and an 8. Oh my God. Maybe I'll get the 5 bam back. Yeah, maybe. I forgot about that one, but it's everything is so weak. We've got 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. And I would keep the 8 just in case you got some 2 dots.
Yeah, in case, right? Okay, so I guess I can do 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. I'll do 2. And just keep the wins as well. For now. I mean, I don't know what else to do. This is like a ugly, ugly hand. Ugly. All right, it could turn into
Fine,
something beautiful. Look at that. We got reds. But we don't have any 4 cracks for that bottom hand. But if we get flowers, we could do the bottom, that hand.
Right.
All right, well, we got to keep all these dragons because you never know. We might have to do the second hand under Winds and Dragons. All right, lots, ugly, ugly, right? I know, ugly. All right, so now that somebody collected all these wins, or they just wanted to do it for the grins of it, I'm getting rid of them.
North. East. 4 bam.
There goes 1, 4.
9 dot. East.
I'm probably gonna get all the wins. Now I'm gonna pick them all.
3 bam. 9 dot.
Oh, I gotta, somebody's got. Oh, there we go. Okay, ignore. Yeah, I hate getting
One bam.
trapped too
9 dot.
in this section because it kind of narrows the playing field a lot.
South. 2 bam.
All right, we need that. So
South. North.
we need that for the first hand, the second hand, or the third hand, but probably not going to be doing the first hand because we've got all those dragons. But the second hands under Winds and Dragons could be a
5
possibility.
crack. 8 crack.
And especially when you get a joker.
Ah,
Uh-huh. So I'll get rid of the 5 dot in case, like you said, I were to get some 2s.
well, I don't know. 1 8 dots out
1
already.
8 dots out.
Uh,
But that only needs 3. 2,
Because
4, 6, 8 with the dragon.
the 4 5 6 dot with the 2 whites.
4, 5, 6. Oh,
Dot with 2 whites.
so that's a little risky, right? So this might be better to hold on to and get rid of the 8 rather than holding out for the
Yeah,
4, 6, 8.
that's what I'm saying.
Right? Right. I agree. Okay, so we'll do the 8 dot.
8 dot. 6 dot.
Okay, so this is another example of too early to call.
Mm,
If we committed to the 4, 5, 6, for that run, which is the second from the bottom under consecutive run, and all of the 5 dots go out, then I have to really figure out what to do. So I can't,
One is out. It was the first tile thrown.
and one is out, which means I'm ignoring it. Either I get it on my own, or I'm probably not going to be playing that hand.
3 bam. 2 dot.
That's nice. Okay, so let's look at the Winds and Dragons. We need another flower to call the flower. If the soap goes out, it could be one of the Kongs without a joker. If the red goes out, we could use a joker for the other Kong. And then I would need, so I really only need a couple of tiles to cover.
Right.
So in this particular case, I'll still hold the 4, 5, and 6, but get rid of the 4 bam.
Definitely.
Okay. All righty. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bye, Lori. Thanks for coming.
4 bam. 3 crack. Call. 6 bam.
All right. 3 crack. We have 1 3 crack up for joker swap. Look at that. Okay. I say that we are playing the Winds and Dragons second hand down. What do you say?
Definitely. Gotta pick some flowers.
All right, there we go. So I am going to dump the 6 dot.
6 dot. West. 2 dot. 7 crack. West. 1 crack. 1 crack. 4 bam.
All right, let's take a look. I want to get fresher tiles out. Are there any 5 dots out? There's 1 out. Any 6 cracks out? Nope. Nope. And Kurt could be playing 3, 6, 9. So we don't know, but we'll get it out.
6 crack. 1 bam. 8 bam. Call. 1 bam.
All right, and we have an 8 bam for joker swap.
6 dot. 4 crack.
6 bam. We'll get that out,
6
even though
bam.
there's 1
bam.
out already.
6 dot. 4 crack.
Ooh, 9 crack.
9 crack.
Get that out.
9 dot. West. 7 dot.
So nobody was playing Winds, I don't believe.
No.
They're all out. They're all the ones that were going around.
2 crack. 7 bam. South. 4 dot.
Another 6
6 crack. North. North. 3 dot.
All right, let's see. Any 8 cracks out? Yep, 1 out. I'll get that out. I'm gonna get the 4 dots
8
out
crack.
soon
8
because
dot.
it's getting almost to that last wall. If somebody
1
needs it,
crack.
maybe they'll put it up with a joker. Because I know there's 1 out already, but maybe they don't need it.
East.
Who's got my tiles?
9 bam. 1 crack. 2 bam. 7 dot.
Oh, I wonder if Amistad is playing 6, 7, 8. There's 2 6 bams out. He could have them. There's 1 7 bam out. Interesting.
9 bam. 3 dot. Joker swap. 2 bam.
Ah, I wanted that.
8 dot.
5 bam.
5 bam. Call. Green.
All right. 1 3 5, right?
Yeah.
Second hand down. All right, I guess we want to call that baby. Now there's no other dragons out. So I'll make that the pung. If in the craziest reason Amistad is playing 6, 7, 8. So I don't think he is. I don't have to put it up with a joker at this point. So,
No.
so we'll make that the pung in there. Is that agreeable with everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Pung.
Call. 5 dot. 3 dot. 9 crack. 8 bam.
All right, let's break this up.
4 dot. Red.
Yeah, bummer. Okay, so now, at this point, I do need to call that for a Kong, obviously. Everybody's gonna know what I'm doing.
Right.
There'll be a joker available.
Call. 7 crack. Joker swap. 8 crack.
Damn, that went so quick, it got me nervous.
3 bam.
5 dot, 5 dot. Sounds like, oh, there's one there and there, okay.
5 dot. Flower.
Oh, wait a minute, I need to get the 4 dot out. Look, Phyllis,
No, look,
they're playing the 3, 4. Oh, shoot, I should have gotten that out before. Okay, well, now I'm gonna call this for a pung.
Mahjong.
Oh my God. So that they got the flower for Mahjong.
oh,
All right.
I hate when that happens to me.
Well, I did give it a good try.
And they didn't need the 4 dot, they needed the ones, like we originally said.
Yeah, I just was a little nervous because it could have been either, right?
Debbie,
Yes,
Debbie-
Hannah.
why didn't you call the red for the pung, since you already could call the soap for the Kong, and then you could have called a flower?
Well, I needed 2 Kongs.
Right,
And so
but
I was covered for both being able to call the soap for the Kong without
you're right.
jokers.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, you're right. I got yes. Okay, I get it.
Right? I had
mixed up.
everything covered, so I
Yeah.
didn't want to, just in case Amistad was playing 6, 7, 8 with greens, which if you look what his tiles are, he could very well have been doing that. I
Okay,
didn't want
I
to put that up with a joker. Make sense?
Yes, I forgot that you needed 2 Kongs. I thought you meant needed 2 punks. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Does everybody have time for one more?
no time. Yeah,
8:13. Everybody good with one more? If you know, gotta leave, you gotta leave, but I'm gonna start one more
Where's
game.
Charleston?
how many people are here?
Oh, here we go again. We have no flowers,
Um,
but I like this very pretty 7 and 8 here. I like that. And since I have 2 east, I might as well hold them for maybe 6, 7, 8. Okay, what else should I keep? What else? Anybody have any good feelings about what I should keep?
Should you keep the 5 crap 6 dot for 5, 6, 7?
Yep. 100%. You must have had a good teacher, Hannah.
I have the best teacher.
Yep, 5 and 6 would both be a definite choice. And so my vote at this point would probably be this here, which is, they're very nice. You know, I could break it up and get rid of the red right now. I don't know that the red is going to serve me much good. So maybe instead of doing 2, 3, 4, which is a beautiful pass, I'll do the red, the 4, and maybe the 3. I mean, it's all good, but let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, I give 4s, I get 4s, 7, 8, 9.
Right.
That's nice, right there. Maybe I'll get some other wins. So what do you think we should do? If I keep the 5 and 6, I have to pass a beautiful pass here,
Yeah.
or I break up the East. Or I do it and say, nice pass and keep those. Or I keep one of them and give up 1. But even, oh, so if I do that and I keep the 6 dot, then I could do this like that. Keep the 6 dot for 5, 6, 7, 8. Makes it a little bit better pass. It's early. I still could get it back. We'll see. No, it's not that early. First across. All right, I'm doing it. What do we got now? In case we get the 6 bam, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean, it's 7, 8, 8, 8. Yeah, I mean, no wins have gone around, so I'm kind of like not wanting to give them out right now anyway.
Right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want to go for singles and pairs? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 would be it would start with a 3, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 through 9. No, I don't think so. All right, what do we get? We got a south, but wow, not what I wanted.
No.
Wanted in a west. Continue. Yes.
Second Charleston.
All right. Nothing's happening too happy here.
Right.
Is this the one I got rid of in the beginning, or was it a green? Was it the red? I think it was the red. So I think I got it back.
No, you didn't have a green or you would have kept it.
Oh, that's true. So it was the red. Good point.
I would have been yelling, keep.
Yeah, you would have been. All right. Nothing good here that I need to keep as far as I could see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5. No, nah.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, geez. Look, 1 west.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not bad.
Right.
All right. So now the 6 dot was not ever sent out. I mean, I got it like I think early. So I'm going to do 2. Or do I want to do 3? Maximize my potential. I mean, we need a lot of help for this hand. 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. And plus I only need 1 7 if I do 7, 8, 9. Oh my God, it's so ugly here. All right. I think I'm going to do 3.
Yeah, I would.
Maximize my potential of getting tiles. Oh Lord. Look,
Wrong suit.
you never know. It could go to 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I would do 6. It could even be 6, 7, 8, 9, or it could be 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, the bottom concealed hand.
Right.
That could happen. Literally, it could. I mean, I just need 6 bams, right? All right,
Right.
so let's see. Of course, I don't need both 7 BAMs, but we'll just see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the East and West and small run is what I was looking at, but look at this hand that has come in. 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Now, if I want to get rid of this right now, I could still keep that mini run 6, 7, 8 with the East and West that we're holding. And I
Right.
can get rid of the, let's put this up here. I could get rid of the 9. So that still gives me, I can still keep open 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 and get rid of the 9. Because I could end up having the singles and pairs hands, flowers 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. Bold, but I don't have any jokers. So what do you do when you don't have jokers? Yes, the singles and pairs, exactly. Okay, so I'm going out with the 9 BAM right now.
9 BAM, 3 BAM, 2 BAM, 1 BAM,
Okay, not keeping that.
6
I'm not
crack,
going to muddy the waters here with anything else.
7 BAM,
All right, there goes the 7 BAM, which I really don't need at all. So I'm good with that. Not that I'm going to
1
call anything now.
north, 1 dot, 5 BAM, south,
Okay, I am not going to do anything with this soap either. We just muck up the waters.
so 9 dot, 7 crack, so
Now I have a 7, 8, 9. And I already got rid of a 9, so we're going to get rid of that.
9 BAM, 9 dot, 1 crack, call, 2 crack, 2 dot,
1 crack for
North.
Joker exchange.
3 BAM, 7 crack, west,
Where these are, there goes 1 west.
3 BAM, north, 2 BAM, 5 dot, 2 crack,
There goes a 5 dot. So I already let the 5. I mean, my thinking is that trying one of those concealed, either the bottom hand, although there's a 5 BAM out, and I think I might have let it go, but like leaving open 5, 6, 7, nah, it doesn't even feel right. All right, let's continue on.
5 dot, 5 dot, 3 crack, 8 crack, so 4 BAM, south, south,
Oh, there goes another 5 BAM. All right, 5, 6, 6, 7, 5, 6. Nope.
5 BAM,
I'm looking
3
for
BAM,
those 5
7
dots all
dots.
went out too.
Well, there's a 7.
9 dot,
Yep.
You don't need the
6
7.
crack, call, 7 dot,
Okay. There goes the 7 dots.
7 BAM,
There goes the. I can't call anything really at this point, except for the 8 BAM if I'm doing East and West, and my hand is so weak.
Right.
I don't even want to have that situation come up.
9 dot, 5 dot,
There's just
Oh.
one missed out.
Oh my God.
Well, your misery ends, so that's my end.
Oh, well, look, it's all about decision making, and we did do that, a lot of it. So you can't always win, but I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for spending the evening with me.
Oh, thank you,
And
Debbie.
I think I have a strategy. I was gonna do, I think I'm gonna add a second special event for the new card. But next on Monday night, I'm going over just strategies. Just strategies. So hopefully you all will join me on Monday night. There'll be a reminder going out too. All right, thank you all who's watching in YouTube. It was really enjoyable. I had a lot of fun, and we will see you again soon. Until then, be well. And hopefully you'll get more jokers than I've been getting lately.
Hopefully we'll get our new card soon.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting.
Florida comes way after New Jersey. So.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I know that it'll get shared in the special code.
My sister usually takes a picture and sends it to me, but she's not going to be home this weekend to do
Oh, really?
it.
Well,
I'm suffering.
if anybody does get one, check with me because I don't think I'm going to be getting mine early. So if you get it, check with me, and then I'll probably ask you to
I will.
send me a copy. All right. Good night, all.
Okay, good night. Thank
Good
you.
night. You're welcome. Bye-bye.